How about that? What a dominant win. What's up, everybody? How you doing? It's the big dog named Austin. Nord's excited. I'm excited. The Colts dominated the Miami Dolphins 33-8. Couple things about this game that were very, very impressive. First of all, the Dolphins didn't score until 6.5 minutes to go in the game. They shut out the Dolphins the first 3.5 quarters. I'm a little disappointed we didn't get the shutout. That would have been the cherry on top. But 33-8, that's dominant. The defense looked great. You had created 3 turnovers to pick 2 off twice. Latu got an interception. That was very surprising, very impressive. And then you had the strip sack on Tua Tagovailoa, and Xavier Howard, the former Miami Dolphin, actually picked up the fumble. What a great day. What a solid day all around. Daniel Jones, 22 of 29 for 272 yards, 1 passing touchdown, 2 rushing touchdowns, 115.9 QBR, 75.8 completion percentage. Let me say that number again. 75.8% passing for Daniel Jones. He was lighting it up. He had 1 bad incompletion that would have gone to Pittman on a screen for maybe 2 yards. Other than that, he didn't miss any egregious throws. He used his leg when he needed to. He got a few first downs. Daniel Jones looked excellent in today's game. The Colts scored on all 7 of their possessions today. Every time they touched the ball, they got a field goal or they got a touchdown. They didn't punt one time. They didn't turn the ball over one time. They scored every single possession. That's the first time since 1977. This was a very, very impressive win. And in my breakdown, I said that Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle were going to get theirs. I thought Tua was going to light us up. Jalen Waddle, 4 catches for 30 yards. Tyreek Hill, 4 catches for 40 yards. So a combined total of 8 catches for 70 yards between the top 2 receivers and maybe one of the best wide receiver duos that we will play all season long. We held them to 70 yards total. We held the Miami Dolphins as an offense to 211 yards of total offense. Dude, I'm stunned. This Lou Anarumo defense, I mean, I don't want to get too excited because we've got Denver up next week. Okay, we'll look at Denver later on, but let's enjoy this win. But I was just so impressed with what I saw on the field. The Colts, the offense was marching right down the field, scoring points, not turning the ball over. Daniel Jones was sacked 1 time. They had a series where they got a few holding penalties, and this was bailed out by a 5-yard defensive holding penalty. But seriously, this was a great game. Let's go over to a couple of stats for the offensive players for the Colts. Jonathan Taylor, he did exit the game a little early. I'm not sure what was going on with him. I'm sure we'll find out later on this week. He had 18 carries for 71 yards, 3 catches for 27 yards. He didn't score. Michael Pittman Jr. did score, however. The first touchdown pass from Daniel Jones in an Indianapolis Colts uniform. Michael Pittman was on the receiving end of that touchdown. He had 6 catches for 80 yards. Tyler Warren, dude. Right out the gate, Tyler Warren had 3 catches on the first drive. He had 7 catches for 76 yards. He is going to be a stud. Alec Pierce, he only had 2 targets, 1 catch for 36 yards. Again, he's going to lead the league in yards per catch. This is the first time since 2013 the Indianapolis Colts have started the season 1-0. The Indianapolis Colts are 1-0, and I don't know if my outlook on the season is a little bit better right now after this win, but I'm definitely like, oh, okay, this was a really good win. Let's see if we can keep it up. All 3 phases. You didn't punt the ball, so you really can't tell there. You didn't give up any big returns on the, when you kicked the ball off, and special teams was fine. Okay, they weren't. Oh, actually, I take that back. Spencer Schrader was 4 for 4 today. 4 for 4, kicker. Let's go, dude. I think we finally found our kicker, and I mean, I have nothing else to say other than I am just impressed with what I saw. Daniel Jones was playing fantastic. The rest of the offense was clicking. 1-0, baby. 1-0. That's all I got. That's the breakdown. What a game, man. What a game. I was in there rooting for the Colts. Obviously, I was rooting for the Dolphins. Now, I'll show you for the boss t-shirt, Jim Irsay t-shirt. That was a pretty special ceremony at halftime. Peyton Manning had some great words talking about Jim Irsay. It was pretty neat. It was pretty neat. The ceremony at halftime, inducting him into the Ring of Honor, that was pretty neat. So, thank you, Jim. I know you were watching that Colts win. Rest in peace, Jim. That's all I've got. I'm the big dog named Austin. And for the first time in this YouTube channel's history, the Colts are 1-0. Go Colts.